Hey, welcome back. So we have two other commands to quickly cover that have to do with removing files and removing folders or directories. Neither of these are going to be essential. Just like, creating a file, you could do that using your text editor. You can drag and drop files and folders to the recycling bin to remove them. I think you can also right-click and delete them. But just to be consistent with what I showed in the Mac section, the Linux section, I'm going to show you how this works using command line, using the PowerShell. So the command is very simple to remove a single file. rm for remove, and then a space and the name of the file. Unfortunately, to remove a directory, it is a little more complex. We have to run this command rm, but we also have to tack on -r-fo. So the -r means recursive. If you're not familiar with recursion, just think of it as it's telling PowerShell to delete everything inside of that folder and any potential contents of subfolders and keep going all the way down until it's totally empty. So instead of just deleting the first level, delete every level afterwards. And then the -fo stands for force, which is telling it to prevent warnings. Just go, just delete it. So you do have to be pretty careful with this command. It is dangerous. If you ran this on your home directory or your root directory and you deleted that, I'm not sure if it would allow you to delete your root. I've never tried that. I have no idea what would happen. But if you tried to delete some folder, nothing is going to stop you. It's just going to go. And that's obviously very bad. So just be careful with it. Fortunately, it is hard to type this. Like, you're not going to accidentally type rm space -r space -fo and then the name of a directory, but you just want to be careful. Anyway, let's do a quick demonstration. Okay, I have the PowerShell open here. I've got the GUI here, so you can just see in real time what happens. If I didn't want this swings file, for example, I could drag it up there to the recycle bin, or I come over here, make sure I'm in the same directory, playground, and I type rm space swings, and it disappears. I type ls, and it's gone. It's no longer over here. Also, if I look in the recycling bin, it's not in here. It circumvents that. It is gone. So be careful. That's rm. I can show you can delete another file. If I called monkey bars, there it goes. To delete a folder, as we saw, first I need a folder to delete. So let's delete the entire playground directory that has these two things in it. And to do that, it's rm, but then I need to do the -r -fo. And then this is where it could be dangerous. If you typed tilde, for example, or an absolute path to a different directory, and you hit enter, it would delete it. I've never tried it, and I'm not going to verify. Maybe there's some sort of protection that doesn't allow you to delete certain system folders. I kind of doubt it, though. So be careful. But we're going to type the name of that folder, which is playground. There we go. So P tab will autocomplete to /playground. I hit enter, and our window changes entirely because the folder I was in is gone. If I type ls, there is no longer a playground directory. So that's it for deleting single files and deleting entire directories. That directory playground only had a couple files in it, but if it had 10 other subfolders nested in a hierarchy, they all would be gone, and whatever they had inside would all be gone. All right, so if you're new to PowerShell and to the command line in general, this section could have been a bit overwhelming. I was very apprehensive about putting this at the beginning of the course. If you're new to this, I think it could really be discouraging, so please hang in there. All you really need to know are ls and pwd and cd. And if you can combine those three things, especially cd and ls, to move and to find a file so that we can eventually execute it, then you're golden. You can do everything else using your GUI, using Sublime Text, or whatever you want to use, which we'll cover in the next section. After this, there's a quick quiz, which is just meant to enforce some of the things we learned. You don't have to do it if you don't care about the details of creating and removing folders and files. Move on to installation. Thank you for bearing with me. I'll see you in the next section.